Before we start talking about why countries with a Christian heritage have the least corruption, I just want to add something quickly about that last video. So in the last video we asked if religion was the main motivation for war and violence in the world, and we discovered that it's not. But I think we should also add that religion is actually not the motivation for anything in the world. Nobody is ever motivated by religion. Nobody has ever done anything in the name of religion in the history of the world. Let me explain. Whenever an Islamic terrorist attack happens, people will often say that religion is the problem, that they did it in the name of religion, that they were motivated by religion. After the Paris terrorist attacks, for example, atheists came up with this meme saying that religion is the problem. Terrorism is a product of religion. It's time to let go of religion. But here's the thing. The Paris terrorists did not carry out their attack on Paris in the name of religion at all. Religion was not their motivation. The Paris terrorists carried out their atrocity in the name of Islam, a very specific religious ideology. You see, religion isn't really a thing. Religion is just a blanket term for many different ideologies. These are some of the biggest ones: Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam. Now, these ideologies all say completely different things. They all come under the banner of religion, but they all say completely different things. For example, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam believe in just one God, but Buddhism, though, essentially believes in no gods, and Hinduism believes in over 33 million gods. So there's massive disagreement there. And even amongst the ones that are then left, Christians and Jews agree that God loves us, whereas Muslims believe that Allah is indifferent about humanity and doesn't love us. So again, there is disagreement. Christians and Jews differ too. Christians believe that God came to earth to die on a cross, whereas Jews don't believe that. Again, there is disagreement. And those are just a few examples. All the religious ideologies are completely different from each other, and they all have to be treated as individual entities. Let's compare with politics, because politics is similarly not really a thing. Politics is just a blanket term for many different competing ideologies. Here are just a few of them: democracy, conservatism, liberalism, communism, and fascism. Now, in the 1930s and 40s, Adolf Hitler killed millions of Jews in the name of fascism, a very specific political ideology. Would it then be fair to say that politics as a whole was to blame for the Holocaust? In other words, would it be fair to say that, okay, it was fascism this time that killed 6 million Jews, but all political systems are equally as bad as each other, and next time it could equally be a democracy that does this, because all political systems are just the same? No, that's obviously a ridiculous thing to say. Democracy is the very antithesis of fascism. Yes, they both come under the same banner of political systems, but they're in complete opposition to each other, which is why democratic nations came together to fight against the fascists in World War II. That being the case, when people kill in the name of Islam, a very specific religious ideology, it isn't fair to say that religion as a whole is to blame. Islam is a very specific ideology. It's not the same as all the rest, and it isn't fair to say, okay, it was Islam this time, but next time it could equally be Christianity because all religions are just the same. They're not. Trying to implicate Christianity in Islamic terrorism, or trying to use Islamic terrorist events as an opportunity to attack Christians, is like trying to pin the blame for the Holocaust on democracies. It's simply ridiculous. You see what I'm trying to get at? I guess there's really 2 points that I'm trying to make in this video. Number one, nobody does anything in the name of religion. Religion isn't the source or cause of anything in this world. Ideologies are the thing, and each ideology says something different, whether it be a political ideology or a religious ideology. And then number two, it is lazy and dishonest to try to implicate Christians in things that they have no part in and don't approve of. Jesus told us to love our enemies, to love our neighbours as we love ourselves. The parable of the Good Samaritan is probably one of Jesus' most famous parables. And what's it about? It's about doing good to everyone. The Christian ideology is in complete opposition to any kind of terror attack or violence against another human being, which is why you don't see Christians going around blowing people up. I mean, let's have the courage to start calling a spade, and let's be honest about where the source of any trouble actually lies.